What use is an F-call? Last week I discussed the idea that having an F-call is like having a key to the front door, or like the first step towards gaining a pilot license. You may think while you're listening to me talk that I've been in amateur radio for years and I have all the ham experience in the world. The opposite is true. While I have a long history in broadcast radio, that is, I'm not afraid to open my mouth in front of a microphone and I'm not afraid to participate in public fora, I'm as fresh as a newborn in the amateur radio field. You might think that your skills, the ones you have as prior experience before you got your license, are not sufficient to be able to actually contribute to this hobby. You may have the belief that there are others more qualified than you who may scoff at your technique or knowledge. As I said last week, learning to fly going solo is something that every pilot from Cessna to Space Shuttle needs to do. Every amateur you hear on the radio has been through these steps. Some last week, some 50 years ago. There's no way to learn to swim other than getting wet. If you're listening to this online, perhaps next week you'll turn on your radio, or find a friend who has a radio to listen to this broadcast over the air. If you're listening to this over the air, then I encourage you to stick around at the end of the broadcast and call in. You might be worried about doing it right. Perhaps some background will help. A callback is structured so that everyone can hear everyone else. The person running the callback generally asks for people to call in using the last letter of their call sign. So in my case, when the callback calls for people whose call ends in Alpha, Bravo or Charlie, it's my chance to call back. Callback can be as simple as keying the microphone and saying your call sign. Wait until you have some silence, key the mic and talk. We don't bite. Also, if you end up keying the microphone at the same time as someone else, the person running the callback might ask you to try again. Or they might not say your call sign, so they may not have heard you at all. So call again. As a final encouragement, I've been broadcasting on the radio for nearly 20 years. I've conducted some 1,500 radio interviews and spoken to many people. Every time I key the microphone, my stomach flutters and clenches. The trick is to carry on regardless. I'm Onno Benchop, Victor Kilo 6, Foxtrot, Lima, Alpha, Bravo. Be brave, you can do it.